Hi, I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about flash drying. That's popped up a lot for us recently. Feel like I've talked about this in other videos. Not sure I ever did one exclusively on flash drying, but we just had 3 record-breaking days in southern New Jersey for June where we were over 100 degrees. We're about 103 degrees for 3 straight days. And customers are asking, hey, why didn't you come out? Why aren't you coming out? Boom, 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 boom. Well, one is you would think people would be a little more compassionate about the temperature anyway and say, hey, how you guys making out? But people during COVID and so forth were real nice, and I don't know, maybe things have changed back to where they used to be and people are more like, hey, when's my deck getting done or when is it getting stained? For most people, the answer to that as a contractor, you're going to answer to them. What you really want to answer is, hey, I want to get it done before you do because that's how I get paid, by finishing a job. We don't want to not finish it. So when you can't do a work, why is it that you can't do work? People see the sun out even though it's hot and say, hey, you could get the deck done. You could get my log cabin done. Not necessarily. It's not just rain that we're worried about, whether it's wet wood prior or wet wood rain afterwards after we've stained, and how that can affect the coating. But sometimes it's called flash drying. And what is flash drying and how is that defined? Well, if you put flash drying in and you Google it or search it, you're going to come up with stuff about hair and whatnot, and not too much comes up about flash drying when it talks about coating, stains, and paints. Flash drying can also happen with our products when we go to restore it. If we need something to dwell on the wood for a certain period of time, it needs that time, and it needs ideal conditions. It can't just hit hot surface and be done, hot wood and be done. Same thing with stain. If we're putting penetrating stain in and we're using a brush or a sprayer to stain and brush with, what happens is it's meant, all stains and sealers are meant to work a certain way, and if they're penetrating, even film forming ones like solids, same thing. It's like you can fry an egg on some of these surfaces. So what happens is, whether you're brushing or whatnot, if you put the stain on immediately, it just instantly dries. That's called flash drying. It flash dries immediately. Never gets a chance to penetrate. Then you're wondering why 3 months later it's peeling off. Penetrating products shouldn't peel. They peel because they didn't act the way they were supposed to. They're formulated a certain way to penetrate, go into the wood, dry a certain way. When they flash dry, that's no good. So what is flash dry? Flash dry really works on the surface temperature. If you were to look at a can or a container of moisture stains and products, it'll tell you nothing over 90 degrees. Well, that's ambient temperature. And ambient temperature, well, it means something, it doesn't mean a lot. And the reason manufacturers will put that on there is because they have to have some kind of guide that we would all go by. But an infrared thermometer that I've been holding this whole time is really the key to this. And a lot of people know this. I mentioned COVID earlier, from COVID as well. And this is how we get our surface temperature. Now, to let you know, today is Thursday. On Tuesday, today's a high of around 90 degrees. Tuesday we were 103, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I came out on this deck and I had a reading of 128.7. I actually had a little contest with the guys, who would be the closest to the temperature. The highest of all the guys picked was 117. And I said, okay, well then I'll take 118, I'll be the highest, because they know it was going to be hotter than that. It was over 128. You couldn't walk your feet on something that's 128 degrees. The stain is not going to work correctly. So what you do is you have an infrared thermometer, and this is the key to it all, because this is actually getting the surface temperature. If I do a metal, that's going to be one temperature, wood's a different temperature, concrete would be a different temperature, and so forth. So what we're going to do is we would take a reading in the sun, and you can see it was 113, 108.4, 108.5, 108.3, because it's up in the air now. But hold that spot, and then we'll see again 106, 108, 109. That's what it was when I was down there. See if you can see that. It's 107. That surface temperature is too hot to put a stain on. So it's not that we don't want to stain, it's that we can't stain. It's not going to be correct. And you have to be able to explain that to a customer. So when we're explaining weather conditions, it's not just the rain. It's also, in summertime, it is surface temperatures. Now, I mentioned metal as well. I'm getting a reading right now on here. This is in the hot sun. Here's 117, 119.6. Temperatures are hot. And I could go in different areas of the deck and I'm going to get different temperatures. Here's 109, 107. And then I can go into a shaded area and it's 81. On a really hot day, we were doing that the other day on Tuesday where it was 128. I went over to the shaded side and it was still reading 95 in the shade. So just because the sun's not on it, don't think that it's still not hot on the surface temperature. So you have to be consistent. If you were to stain a deck and most of it is in the shade or you think it's cool enough, the best thing to do would be to go to the sunniest area or wherever the hottest, you think the hottest spot would be, and check the temperature, because that would be the part where it would fail. So if that's the hottest part, and say it was, say, and I would say, don't stain over 100 degrees. You're getting iffy when you get over there. When you get that 95, 100 degrees. The other thing too is when you put the stain on, if it's still, temperature's still rising through the day, then what happens is before that dries, it could affect how it dries because it's still getting warmer. So what happens is if it's getting cooler and you apply it, it's probably going to be okay. One of the things we've done in the past is we would actually do the railings maybe in the morning, take the middle of the day off, and then stain the floor later in the afternoon when it's starting to cool down on the floor. And that's probably the best way to do it on a hot day. If you are going to do it, is break it up into day parts or wait for a cooler day. So hopefully I've explained a lot about flash drying in this video. Probably going to be a lot more questions. I don't think a lot of people talk enough about flash drying. I know it just from dealing with my customers, because it almost seems like sometimes they think like you're making something up because you don't want to stain the deck, which couldn't be anything further from the truth, because of course we want to finish it and get paid a job, which is anybody who does this as a contractor, that's what you want. When I talk to customers who say, hey, I stained my deck, I don't understand, you know, I did everything the way it was supposed to, but it's peeling and I don't understand, I've only put it down a few months ago. When did you do it? Well, we did it second week in August. What was the temperature? Oh, it was hot. I remember I was sweating all over. It was hot out. Probably flash dried. Hopefully this has explained enough about flash drying, and I appreciate you watching the video. I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood. Again, leave your questions in the bottom. We'll be happy to answer them, and have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe.